Morristown East leading after leading 7-0. Farragut came back with 5 to make it 17-5, but since then the Hurricanes on a 7-0 run. So 8 points for Micah Simpson, 4 for Kyle Cloninger, and 2 for Braden Eilick, as Farragut with 3 from Isaiah Smith and 2 from Dallas Carbaugh here early on. The Hurricanes leading by 9 despite having 4 first quarter turnovers, and Farragut with just a couple. Coming out of the Morristown East timeout, Hurricanes with the basketball. Kyle Cloninger, right side to Luke Dougherty, who just checked into the game, gave it back to Cloninger on a drive, no good, but there's a rebound by Eilick. Kick out, Cloninger, three-pointer, good. Cloninger has 7, and it's 17-5, Morristown East. Here is Neal stumbling, grabbed his dribble back down on the left baseline, gives him the corner to Atwell. Carter Mayfield has checked into the ball game for Farragut. Baseline jumper by Dallas Carbaugh, no good. And so the shot's not falling for the Admirals, and Morristown East, quite the opposite occurring for the Hurricanes. Eilick, top of the key, pushed off on Carbaugh as he drove into the lane, gives left side for a three that is no good, and we're going to have over the back as Kyle Cloninger comes crashing over Carter Mayfield's back. That'll be the first foul against Morristown East. Farragut's got a couple of fouls. But 17-5, the Admirals trailing by 12 with 2:15 to play in the first quarter. Dallas Carbaugh, Dylan Adwell, Ryan Neal, David Beaver, and Carter Mayfield on the floor for Coach Higgins. Farragut works the ball around the perimeter, right to left. Atwell drives left baseline, and his pass, trying to get it to Mayfield in the right corner, was deflected out of bounds by a reaching Hurricane. So Atwell to inbound from the baseline right to our left. And nobody coming open. Lobs in the paint. There is Carbaugh with a short jumper, but left it short, and it's rebounded away by Micah Simpson. Simpson into front court for the Hurricanes. Driving on Atwell into the lane with the right hand. No good, but a whistle sounds. And Ryan Neal picks up his second foul, so that's tough. A couple of free throws coming from Micah Simpson. It'll be the first free throws of the ball game. Simpson is a senior, and the first toss is up and good. So he now has 9, gunning for 10 first quarter points. Meanwhile, between free throws, freshman Dominic Van Acker, number 3 for the Admirals, checks into the ball game, replacing Ryan Neal with those 2 fouls. Second toss is good. Simpson drains both tosses. Net hardly budged on either one, and it's 19-5. Morristown East leading over the visiting Farragut Admirals. 1:40 to go in our opening quarter as Atwell spins in the paint against Simpson. Can't get a shot off. Finds Beaver for a 3 from the right side. Good. Big 3 for David Beaver, Farragut's second 3 ball, and it's 19-8. And this will be a 3 hoisted and hit by Simpson at the other end. 13 first quarter points for Micah Simpson. So Morristown East continuing to shoot the ball well. Van Acker driving in off the right wing. His pass deflected, saved on the left side by Beaver. Given to Atwell. Into the lane he goes. Can't get a shot off. Back out top to Carbaugh. Carbaugh to the free throw line. Now to the left wing to Atwell for a 3. Good. Dylan Atwell with a 3, and the Admirals maybe starting to heat up a little bit as we go under 1 minute to play first quarter. Morristown East quickly into front court as Cloninger leaves it in the left corner with Tyson Frost. Frost will dribble it out high for Morristown East and give the ball off to Micah Simpson. Simpson working off a screen, guarded by Carter Mayfield. Step back long 3, no good. Rebound Atwell. 40 seconds to play in the opening quarter. The Admirals trailing 22-11. Ahead to Carbaugh in transition. Can't hit with the left hand. Rebounded away by Eilick. Here comes Morristown East back the other way. Eilick took it one step too far before releasing a pass into the left corner and taking the charge. Not sure if that, I think that was Van Acker maybe taking the charge. Braden Eilick with the foul. Player control. It'll be turnover number 5 for Morristown East. And Farragut with 31 seconds to play in the opening quarter, trailing 22-11. They were down 19-5. That was the biggest deficit. So Atwell walks it into front court, picked up man-to-man by Micah Simpson. Drifts right, gives to Beaver. Popping out top, Tyson Jackson, who has entered the lineup. Out of Van Acker, left side. Mayfield could have shot the 3. Instead, makes a move right side, double team, gives it off to Beaver, down to 7 seconds. Now Atwell with it, guarded by Simpson, takes him into the lane, it comes open, leaves it off with Jackson. The shot blocked from behind though, and Morristown East picks it up, throws it the length of the floor, no good at the horn. And 1 quarter is in the books here in Morristown this evening, and it was an impressive first quarter for the Hurricanes. The Admirals, normally a very stout defensive squad, give up 22 first quarter points, and Morristown East doubling up on the Admirals after 1, 22-11. We're back in 1 minute with second quarter action as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on 105.3 WFIV.
Here at the My Dire Agency, we know insurance coverage options can be overwhelming. That's why we partner to help you find the best protection for you and your family. Give us a us a call today at 865-966-2111 to learn more. Or visit our website, McIntyreInsuranceAgency.com. And remember, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Do you remember your family's favorite local pizzeria when you were growing up? The birthday parties, sports celebrations, hot melty cheesy topped pizzas, the hot days with milk nuts, the enormous meatballs, the pizza kitchen, wines with full cheesy and tasty glittering recipes. And there is that place with your memories of tomorrow are made. On the web at thepizzakitchenmassville.com or by phone 865-577-9999.
It'll be the Admirals with the first possession of the second quarter. Beaver takes a pass, kicks into the left corner, and it'll be Dominic Van Acker with a three. So the Admirals off to a good start to begin the second quarter. That looked like a walk for Morristown East. No call. Instead, a foul against the Admirals. Taking the pass in the lane and shuffling his feet, Caleb Hall, but that went undetected. And so 22-14. Our score did not pick up who the foul was on, and they don't have anywhere on the scoreboards here at Morristown East to indicate that. Very neat old school gym here at Morristown East. With the free throw for the Hurricanes, Caleb Hall. He's a senior. His first point of the night is registered as Hall gets a friendly roll on the toss, puts up the second one, and that one is good as well. So 24-14. Morristown East leading the visiting Farragut Admirals by 10. It's the last regular season game for both teams this season. Carter Mayfield driving in off the left side, dishes into the right corner for Dylan Atwell, and a three that is no good. And the foul called on Beaver on the rebound attempt against Eilig. That's the team fifth foul on Farragut. I don't have that on the scoreboard either here, but they will indicate when there is a bonus situation. And Farragut, with two more fouls, will place Morristown East in the bonus. Eilig takes a pass right corner, fires left side, down to the wing. They move it all the way around the perimeter, left to right. Cloninger open for a three, no good. But Morristown East goes and gets the rebound, and they'll reset. Cooper Wright tracked down the ball off the floor after the missed three-point attempt by Cloninger. So Morristown East gets another opportunity as Simpson drives left against Mayfield. Can't get a shot off. Now to Eilig. Eilig penetrates, gives to Simpson. Left corner three, no good. Rebound, though, by the Hurricanes, and a putback good by Tyson Frost. So they got three cracks at it thanks to hitting the offensive glass, and Frost has his first basket as Morristown East leads 26-14. Farragut at the other end, driving. Atwell all the way through, scores the basket, but they're going to wave it off and say a foul before the shot. Foul is on Cooper Wright. It'll be his first. I believe the team third. Farragut inbounds to Mayfield, top of the key. Puts up a floater from the left elbow, no good. And now Morristown East on the break, heading back the other way. Simpson hesitates. Now drive, shot blocked by Atwell. Picked up by Beaver, given to Mayfield. Mayfield up the left side in front court and gives to Atwell. Atwell into the lane, finds Van Acker. Right side three-pointer, no good. Tipped, and Simpson's got it for Morristown East. He brings it quickly into front court. Now pulls up, cross-court pass, comes over on the right side to Wright. Simpson gets it back on the left. Picked up man-to-man by Atwell. Down low, Eilig got away from the defender and lays it up and in. Good entry feed from Simpson, and Eilig with the basket. He's got four. Big post player for Morristown East. 28-14. Morristown East again doubling up on the Admirals as they were at the quarter break when it was 22-11. Left side, Van Acker with the basketball. Mayfield comes off a screen, doesn't receive the pass. Instead, Atwell will take it. Top of the key, three-pointer off the rim, up and over the backboard, and will belong to Morristown East. Elisha Brabson returns to the lineup for Coach Higgins. He will replace David Beaver. So you've got Brabson, Tyson Jackson, Dominic Van Acker, Dylan Atwell, and Carter Mayfield. And Cloninger for Morristown East will bring it into front court after Micah Simpson gives the ball up to his teammate. So Cloninger to Frost. Frost Left side to right, looks down low, and they threw it away. Farragut comes up with a steal. It's a 6th turnover for East. Farragut on the break. Atwell ahead to Van Acker, and he lays it up and in. Van Acker's got 5 all here in this second quarter. Morristown East quickly back the other way, leading by 12. They go inside to Eilick. Spins on Jackson with the left hand. The hook is good. Eilick's got 6, and he got the ball deep in the post and was able to score, spinning to the basket with the left-handed hook. Jackson to Brabson, top of the key, gives off to Atwell, left side. Now Mayfield, top of the key, to Brabson. Brabson spinning, right elbow to Jackson in the corner, tries to drive baseline and threw it away. 3rd turnover for Farragut. Quickly into front court, Cloninger for East, off to Simpson. Simpson moves to the top of the key, guarded by Atwell. Bounce pass goes inside to Eilick. Farragut doubles him. Eilick with a shot, no good, but a putback good. He's creating all sorts of issues for Farragut here in this second quarter with his greater height. 6 of his 8 points now in this second quarter, and it's 32-16 Morristown East. 4 minutes to play, first half. Left side, Carter Mayfield. Mayfield driving in off the left side. Shot was blocked. Looked like his arm got hit. No call. Frost with the block shot. Here's Simpson launching a 3. Other end. Good. Simpson's got 16. That's his first basket of the second quarter. And it looked like Mayfield got clubbed at one end. No call. And the Hurricanes quickly get up a 3 at the other to expand their lead to 35-16. 35-16. Morristown East with 54 seconds showing on the timeout clock. So that's Farragut using a full timeout. With timeout on the floor, we'll get a 30-second to break and return with more. Admirals trailing at Morristown East 35-16, second quarter action. Back in 30 seconds as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on 105.3 WFIV. Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Morristown East High School, final night of the regular season. And back at our WFIV studios, Dusty Street. Justin Bieber tonight handling camera duties if you happen to be watching the Booster Club's live stream. We're court level tonight here at Morristown East High School, and the Admirals are trailing 35-16 with 3:32 to play in our first half. Admirals just do avoid a turnover coming out of the timeout. Mayfield to Elisha Brabson. He'll drive the lane. Left side, gives in the corner. That's Van Acker for 3. No good. Farragut was over the back. No call. Van Acker goes and gets the loose ball. Reverse layup. Won't go. Tipped around, and East knocked the ball out of bounds. I believe. I think it's going to stay with the Admirals. Again, low angle, hard to see. That's the opposite corner, but I think it's Farragut's basketball. Ryan Neal back into the ball game with 2 fouls as the freshman Dominic Van Acker checks out of the lineup for Coach Higgins. Dallas Carball to inbound across the way in front of the Morristown East bench, and it comes to Ryan Neal. He's guarded by Tyson Frost of the Hurricanes. Left side, Atwell guarded by Simpson. Simpson's already got 16 first half points. Carball into the lane for the Admirals, puts up a contested shot, no good, and East has it. Simpson on the break up the left side, now squares the court, shifts over to the right side, exchanges the ball back and forth with Caleb Hall. They'll go inside to the big man, Eilick. He's double teamed and fouled. So they have repeatedly gone inside to Eilick in this second quarter with good results, and he draws another foul, which I believe is Farragut's 6th. So they're going to be in the bonus the rest of the half are the Hurricanes. As Smith, I believe, Isaiah, is he even in the game? Maybe that was 13. No, Smith's in the game. It probably was Isaiah. So here's a free throw that is up and good by Braden Eilick. Again, they list him at 6'10". That's a little generous, but he is definitely definitely enjoys a height advantage on anybody that Coach Higgins can put on the floor. Eilick hits the second free throw, so he's got 10 points, 8 in the quarter, and it's 37-16. All Morristown East in this first half. 2:40 to go until halftime. Atwell in front court, drifts left. He's got Eilick out to be able to take him off the dribble. Instead, gives to Brabson. Left side three, no good. Weak side rebound, Isaiah Smith, put back, yes, and he's fouled. Farragut needed that. So Isaiah Smith with a backside rebound scores on the stick back, and now a chance at a three-point play. That foul was on Cooper Wright, and I believe he's going to be the first Hurricane to pick up a second foul. Again, no place on the scoreboard here to put up who the guilty party is, and the scorer's table, the indications being made to the scorer's table is on the opposite side of the court, but I believe that's Cooper Wright taking a seat on the bench perhaps. As Isaiah Smith will look to complete the three-point play. This is Farragut's first free throw of the game, and it's no good. Rebounded away by Morristown East. Quickly in front court, Simpson for the Hurricanes, working against Atwell. Fires into the right corner, wide of the mark. Saved in, though, to Cloninger out high. Cloninger over on the left side, exchanging it back and forth with Wright. Cloninger moves to the right elbow, puts up a 15-footer, no good. Farragut's Isaiah Smith with the rebound. Hands to Atwell, quickly in front court. His pass stolen. Cloninger with the steal. Farragut commits its fourth turnover. Now Cloninger loses his dribble. Carbaugh on the floor. Had it, but within was tied up. Possession arrow is to Morristown East. 37-18. Morristown East leading with 1:59 to play in our first half here in Morristown. Checking out of the ball game for Morristown East is Cooper Wright. So I thought he might have left already with those two fouls, but he exits stage left now. You've got Cloninger and Simpson, Eilick, I think Frost and Dougherty on the floor for the Hurricanes. Farragut counters with Atwell, Neal, Brabson, Smith, and Carbaugh, the starting five for Coach Higgins. Stepped on the sideline across the way, did the Hurricanes under a little bit of defensive duress. Luke Dougherty commits the turnover. That will be the 7th in this first half, just the 2nd in the second quarter for Morristown East. But they lead comfortably, 37-18. Led 22-11 at the quarter break. Atwell, little crossover, got away from his defender, fires into the corner to Smith. He'll move closer on the right baseline and hits the little jumper. Isaiah's got 7, and the Admirals trail 37-20. Quickly, Morristown East in front court. Simpson off to Cloninger, inside to Eilick. He'll shoot from the left baseline. Good. He's got 12, 10 in the quarter. 39-20. Ryan Neal takes a pass in front court. Drives underneath the basket. Loops it out on the right wing to Carbaugh. Cross-court pass. Atwell tracks it down in the corner. Now driving baseline and kicks it back out top. A minute to play as Carbaugh spins at the free throw line. Left it short, and Brabson tied up. Morristown East's Dougherty on the rebound. And the possession arrow is to Farragut. 57 seconds remaining in the half, and the Admirals from underneath their own basket, inbound out top to Neal, into the lane. Little step back shot for Ryan Neal. Fadeaway is good. That's his first basket of the ball game. 39-22. Admirals trailing by 17. 45 seconds to play. First half. We'll see here if East will hold for one. They give that appearance. A lot of time, though. This is a team that can get shots up in a hurry. Very fast pace in this first half, obviously to Morristown East's liking. Again, these teams played back in late November at Farragut, part of the Thanksgiving tournament. It was 86-85. Morristown East prevailed by a single point in triple overtime. Down to 13 seconds, so they've been able to milk the clock. Atwell on Simpson. Simpson gets a screen, drifts left. Into the corner. That's Dougherty, and they threw it. Well, I thought they threw it away. They say it was tipped by Neal. So ball tipped out of bounds, touched last by Farragut's Ryan Neal. 2.9 seconds to play in the half, and Morristown East will have it side front court. And they're going to get Tyson Frost in for Luke Dougherty. So look for Frost maybe to get a shot. Let's see. Into Eilick, right side, puts it up against Carbaugh. Tough three, no good at the horn. But it is a first half that went the way of the Hurricanes early as they jumped out to a 7-0 lead. They led 22-11 at the quarter break, and it is 39-22 here at halftime. We'll get a 2-minute break and return with more on the other side. Take a look at the first half numbers when we return. You're listening to Farragut High School Hoops on 105.3 WFIV.
Hey, folks, you're listening to and the team. First, you know it, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. Trade in.
Happens in your car. Bring back the magic.
Hello, this is Dave from BG's Bakery. After 22 years, we are both proud and humbled by how this community has embraced us. We are proud to sponsor the broadcast of the Admirals games, and we are humbled by the support we've been shown during these past couple of years. We remain committed to offering the highest quality to make this special occasion a dazzling affair. Open Wednesday through Saturday in the Cole Shopping Center. Come see, smell, and taste what's baking at VG's Bakery.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Morristown East High School. Final night of the 2021-2022 season, regular season, as the Admirals, just boys games tonight. Had boys JV earlier, but no girls action for some reason tonight here at Morristown. So the Lady Admirals have wrapped things up for the regular season. They look forward to playing their first district tournament game on Friday night, most likely against the Lady Mountaineers of Heritage. And the Farragut boys will play their first district tournament game Saturday night. This year's District 4 4A tournament at Heritage High School. And I anticipate we'll be there Friday and Saturday. Then the girls' consolation and championship games will be Monday, and the boys' consolation and championship games will be a week from tonight, again at Heritage High School. Of course, beyond the district, the top 4 teams move on to the region. And out of the region, as District 4 is, of course, paired with District 3, 2 teams advance with the region champion with the opportunity to host in the sectional, or if you prefer, old school sub-state round. And the region runner-up goes on the road to the Region 1 champion. Of course, the winners of those sectional or sub-state games move on to Murfreesboro in the final 8 of the state tournament. So hoping that both the Lady Admirals and Admirals can make a deep postseason run, and Farragut tonight with a nice tune-up against a really good opponent. I believe in some polls, Morristown East may be ranked second in the state in Class 4A. And I tell you, they were impressive in the first half. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead. They led. Farragut came back, scored 5 straight, but then Morristown East on a 12-0 run made it 19-5. The score at the end of the first quarter was 22-11 in favor of the Hurricanes. And then Morristown East with a 17-11 second quarter edge to lead by 17 at intermission, 39-22. I had the Admirals with 4 first half turnovers and Morristown East with 7. Micah Simpson for East is the leading scorer. What a first half he had offensively, really first quarter. 13 of his 16 points came in the opening quarter. He knocked down 4 threes and was 2 of 2 from the foul line. Braden Eilick picked up the slack for Morristown East in the second quarter. The big man scored 10 of his 12 first-half points in quarter number 2. He's 2 of 2 from the line. Kyle Cloninger with 7 points, including a three-pointer. Caleb Hall, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 first-half points for the Morristown East senior Hall. And Tyson Frost also chipped in 2 points. Morristown East 6 of 6 from the foul line and 5 three-pointers. Again, 4 of those coming courtesy of Micah Simpson. For Farragut, Dominic Van Acker, 5 second-quarter points, including a 3. Dylan Atwell limited to just 3 points. That was a first-quarter three-pointer. Ryan Neal with 2. Isaiah Smith, Farragut's leading scorer, with 7. Isaiah had 1 three-pointer. He was 0 of 1 from the line, Farragut's only free-throw attempt in the first half. Dallas Carbaugh with 2 points, and David Beaver with a three-pointer, his lone basket of the half. So Farragut hit 4 threes, getting 1 apiece from Dominic Van Acker, Dylan Atwell, Isaiah Smith, and David Beaver. And as I just mentioned, the Admirals only got to the free throw line on 1 occasion. That was an and 1 opportunity for Isaiah Smith after he scored on an offensive rebound in stickback, and Isaiah was unable to convert the free throw. So again, 39-22, our halftime score from Morristown as the East Hurricanes lead the visiting Farragut Admirals. Let's get another 2-minute break. We'll return with, actually let's get a 3-minute break. 3-minute break for our sponsors, and we'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School basketball on Farragut's independent voice, FM 105.3 WFIB. I think this official likes you. Standing right here. He stole a glance twice out of the corner of his eye. Eric Gerhardt back with you here in Morristown this evening. We're just about set to begin the third quarter as the Admirals trail the homestanding Hurricanes of Morristown East 39-22. Morristown East got 16 first-half points from Micah Simpson and 12 from Braden Eilick, the big man. Farragut, meanwhile, led by Isaiah Smith, who had 7. And so it'll be Morristown East with the first possession of our third quarter, leading Farragut 39-22. So the Admirals man-to-man chasing Simpson with 2 defenders. He'll release the pass into the left corner to Cloninger. Quickly, he picked up his dribble. He needs some help now with Ryan Neal all over him. Somehow got a pass cross-court and forcing up a shot that was no good right, but he got his own miss and scored right underneath. So Cooper Wright has his first basket of the ball game, and it's 41-22 as East is on the board first in this third quarter. Elisha Brabson, Dylan Atwell, Ryan Neal, Isaiah Smith, and Tyson Jackson to begin the third quarter for Coach Higgins. And Smith lost a handle, and it's picked up by Morristown East. And the Hurricanes in front court as Simpson launches and hits a long 3, and Coach Higgins is going to use a timeout. And so a 5-0 start for Morristown East to begin the third quarter. They began the game on a 7-0 run, and of course you're even Steven at the outset, not so much, down 39-22 to begin the second half, and that lead quickly grows to 44-22. Impressive performance shooting the basketball tonight for Morristown East, and in particular Micah Simpson, who now has 5 3-pointers and 19 points. So the Admirals only turned it over 4 times in the first half, yet found themselves trailing by 17 at intermission, and just a moment ago turned it over here early in the third quarter, and East capitalized on the other end with this 3 by Micah Simpson. So they return to the floor. Again, it's Brabson and Isaiah Smith and Ryan Neal, Dylan Atwell, and Tyson Jackson for the Admirals. Morristown East counters with Caleb Hall, Luke Dougherty, Kyle Cloninger, Micah Simpson, and Braden Eilick. Brabson, right side, guarded by Eilick on the perimeter to Isaiah Smith, guarded by Cloninger, top of the key. Left side, Neal takes the pass. Brabson moves to the top of the key, takes the pass from Neal, immediately gives it back to Ryan. Now Atwell down the lane, shut down, back to Brabson, crossover, moves to the free throw line for a 15-footer that is good. Elisha Brabson with his first basket of the ball game. Admirals have got 7 players in the scoring column, led by Isaiah Smith, 7 points. And what do we have? Maybe a moving screen? Yeah, or a push. Whatever the case, an offensive foul and a turnover for East. And I think it was Cloninger maybe with his second foul of the ball game. Don't believe anybody on either team has more than 2 fouls. Ryan Neal for Farragut with 2, and I believe now Wright and Cloninger for Morristown East have 2 fouls apiece. Farragut threw it away. Ball went through the hands of Neal, and the Admirals with an unforced turnover. So they got it from Morristown East thanks to an offensive foul, but gave it right back to the Hurricanes. 6:18 to play third quarter. Simpson lobs down low to Eilick, double teamed and fouled before he can get a shot off. Ryan Neal will now become the first player assessed a third foul. 44-24, Morristown East with the lead in the ball, inbounding from underneath its own basket with Cloninger lobbing it out high to Simpson. He'll shoot a long 3 and throws up an air ball for a change. Eilick, though, came up with the rebound. Morristown East killing Farragut on the boards, getting second and third shot opportunities on a regular basis. Simpson penetrates, gives back out high, 3-pointer no good. Isaiah Smith rebounds away the miss by Caleb Hall. Into front court, Dylan Atwell drives around Simpson, was fouled. Eilick with a blocked shot. Loose ball picked up by Brabson. Brabson goes right to the rim. Eilick reached in and tied him up. So Eilick had a nice block shot on Atwell, who looked like he was shoved in the back by Simpson on his way to the basket. And then Eilick reached in on Brabson and tied him up. So a couple of back-to-back nice defensive plays by the big post player for Morristown East. Inbound off the baseline comes to Brabson, now to Neal, right side to Smith. East playing zone. So I believe they've been exclusively man to this point, but it looks like a 2-3 extending on the perimeter to match up. Even double team on the perimeter. Isaiah Smith to Ryan Neal. His pass deflected, and it'll be Simpson with a steal. Simpson into front court. Fouled on his way to the basket. So Farragut has committed 3 turnovers in this third quarter. And Morristown East, following the most recent one, gets out on the break. And Dylan Atwell picks up the foul. I believe it's his first. And that will send to the line Micah Simpson. Morristown East has not missed a free throw tonight. Simpson is 2 of 2. And now 3 of 3. The team 7 of 7. And he has 20 points. Does Micah Simpson, Morristown East senior, with 5:17 still to go in the third quarter. Gunning for 21, and he's got it. 46-24, all Hurricanes. Atwell into front court. Drifts left. Into the corner with a pass to Smith for a 3. No good. Atwell, backside rebound. His putback won't go. Tipped by Neal, won't go. And Farragut got 3 cracks but couldn't get one to fall. Cloninger in front court for Morristown East. Pulls up in the lane with the right hand off the back of the rim. Rebounded away by Tyson Jackson. Given to Elisha Brabson. Farragut into front court with Brabson. Giving off to Atwell for a 3 from the left side. Good. Dillon, his second 3 of the ball game, and the Admirals trail 46-27. 4:40 to play, third quarter, as Atwell and Neal await their man-to-man assignments at half court. Cloninger in front court, picked up by Neal. Left side with the ball, Cooper Wright for Morristown East. They swing it back right to Caleb Hall. Then they go inside, and Farragut takes it away. Atwell into front court for the Admirals to Neal. Left corner 3 for Ryan. No good. Rebound Tyson Jackson. Out to Isaiah Smith. Could have shot the 3. Penetrates instead and has his shot rejected away. Morristown East on the break. 2-on-1, and Cloninger missed, but there is Simpson to clean it up. Big block shot at one end, and a 2-on-1 break leads to a bucket for Morristown East, and the lead extended to 48-27. Atwell spinning at the left elbow, decides to shoot a 15-footer. It is no good. Ryan Neal keeps it alive and scores on a putback. Nicely done by Ryan. He's got 4. And the Admirals starting to get a few offensive rebounds themselves. Here's a poor pass stolen away by Isaiah Smith. Smith in front court to Neal. Neal driving around a defender. Blocking foul. Going to be on Cloninger. Simpson, with a rare mistake, tried to fire the ball into front court, and the Admirals saw that coming a mile away. And Ryan Neal out on the break as a result is fouled by Cloninger. 48-29, Admirals trailing with 3:30 to play in this third quarter as Neal, Farragut senior, to shoot only the Admirals' second free throw of the night, and it is good. Neal with 5, will be gunning for 6. Tyson Jackson and Isaiah Smith check out of the ball game as Farragut gets Carter Mayfield and Dallas Carbaugh into the lineup to join Elisha Brabson, Dylan Atwell, and at the free throw line, Ryan Neal. Second toss for Neal, good. Hits them both, and now Neal is going to get a breather. Dominic Van Acker into the ball game. 7 Admirals have scored. 6 Hurricanes have scored. I'm not sure Simpson's gotten a blow tonight. He's got 23 points, and I don't know that he's seen any bench time. Eilick takes a pass inside for Morristown East, spins to the basket with the right hand and scores on the little jump hook. Eilick now with his first bucket of the second half. He's got 14, and Morristown East leads by 19, 50-31. Carter Mayfield, left side, gives it up to Van Acker. Right back to Carter in front of the Farragut bench. Brabson, top of the key, guarded by Eilick. East went zone, but they're back man-to-man now. Atwell, three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Carbaugh, an offensive rebound, and scores on the putback. Carbaugh with the basket, and as I mentioned a moment ago, one encouraging spot certainly is that Farragut is doing a better job of banging the offensive glass. And we've seen that at least 3 times in this third quarter. Carbaugh just now, with an offensive rebound, scores his 3rd and 4th points of the night on a putback following that offensive rebound. So 50-33, the Admirals trailing by 17, and a 30-second timeout being used by Coach Higgins. The Admirals come in 21-6, Morristown East 24-4. Both both of these teams, I got to think, are the top seeds for their tournament. I know the Admirals are. They own the tiebreaker against Bearden, both of whom finished 9-1 in district play. But Morristown East, having gone 5-1, their lone loss was to Sevier County. I don't know, perhaps Sevier County 5-1 as well, and then it would be like Farragut and Bearden's scenario, where it depends on who drew the better number at the outset of the season as a tiebreaker. There's a cut along the baseline, and throwing it down is Braden Eilick. Cloninger with a nice bounce pass to the cutter. Braden Eilick, the big man cutting along the right baseline, throws down a dunk. He's got 16, and the lead is 19. Atwell gets away from Simpson, but from behind the ball is stripped, and here's a 1-on-3 break. Simpson doesn't care. He's going all the way to the hole and scoring with the left hand. Simpson's got 25 as the Hurricanes score off the Admirals' fourth turnover of the quarter, 54-33. East by 21. 2:08 to play, third quarter. Brabson to Mayfield. He'll shoot the three from out top. No good off the back of the rim. Eilick, good inside position, gets the defensive rebound. Into front court to Cloninger. Back to Simpson for a three. No good. Rebound Brabson. Cloninger just handed it back to Simpson, essentially screened for him for a good look for three, but this time couldn't connect. In the lane, Atwell for the Admirals gives out to Van Acker for a three. No good. East then threw it away after getting the rebound. It's going to be Atwell with the steal. Driving. Gives back to Brabson out top. Brabson then spins into the paint himself. Puts up the jumper. Good. Elisha Brabson. Pull-up jumper in the paint. He's got four. Quickly, Morristown East back the other way, leading 54-35. A minute 20 to play in the third quarter here in Morristown. As the Hurricanes are double-teamed, the ball was knocked away. Hurricanes grabbed it back, however, and Cloninger's open for a three on the right wing. No good. Rebound by Morristown East, and a follow attempt by Luke Dougherty is swatted out of bounds nicely by Farragut's Dallas Carball. So Ryan Neal and David Bieber returned to the game for Farragut, replacing Brabson and Smith. And so inbounding will be Cloninger for Morristown East. He gets it in and then gets it back and then gives to Eilick, who penetrates. Pass was deflected, but again, East comes up with that deflection. Cloninger goes into the lane. Pull-up jumper from 13 feet is no good. Mayfield the rebound for the Admirals. Carter in front court, driving the lane with the right hand. No good. Farragut with a rebound, however. And we got a charge called on Dominic Van Acker. Tough call against the Admirals. It'll be Farragut's fifth turnover of the quarter and ninth of the game. 48.5 seconds to play in the third. And Morristown East leading by 19, 54-35. Farragut boys. Well, there's a steal. Van Acker with the steal and driving into front court. Can't hit the layup. It's Bieber with a tip to Van Acker. He can't hit again, and the Admirals failed to get the easy basket to go. So Morristown East in front court will launch a three. No good. Rebound, no, with a putback attempt that was blocked by Carball. Outlet pass Van Acker to Mayfield. Mayfield in front court. Back to the trailing Van Acker. Leaves it off with Ryan Neal. 11 seconds to play in the third as Neal drives to the baseline. A whistle sounds on a shot attempt, and Ryan's going to have a couple of free throws. So the Admirals had a golden opportunity a moment ago, could not cash it in. Coach Higgins contesting with the officials that one, perhaps two Admirals were fouled on shot attempts. And 7.8 seconds to play in the third quarter. Ryan Neal to shoot a pair of free throws, the first of which is good. He's got 7. He's 3 of 3 from the line, all in this quarter. Van Acker out of the ball game. Isaiah Smith back in for Farragut. And Cooper Wright and Caleb Hall check in for Morristown East, replacing Cloninger and Dougherty, who get a little extra breather at the quarter break. Second free throw, good by Neal. He's got 8. 54-37. Simpson brings it into front court with 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. The Admirals trailing by 17, and Morristown East does not get a shot off. Not real good clock awareness by the Hurricanes. You can't say much in the way of being critical tonight where the Hurricanes play is concerned, but that was not a good look. But they lead comfortably going to the fourth. It's the Hurricanes at home leading the visiting Farragut Admirals 54-37. We will get a 1-minute break and return with fourth quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on Farragut's independent voice, FM 105.3 WFIV, and online at WFIV.com.
105.3 WFIV, loudest Farragut, Lenore City. WFIV is powered by Rocky Top Jeep Ram with award-winning customer service and home with a lifetime warranty. Rocky Top, just on I-40, exit 407.
Until you experience Raven Wings, East Tennessee's best wings, fresh, never frozen. No antibiotics, steroids, or hormones, and always gluten-free, which means a taste that will keep you craving more. Their sauces are made in-house, including University of Tennessee's tight end Jacob Warren's personal sauce 87. Watch the game on 26 flat-screen TVs or sit outdoors on their spacious patio. Check out daily specials like their Wednesday Wing Day or their Monday Burger Bash. Raven Wings is located at 12350 South North Shore Drive in Knoxville. Hot and crispy and cooked fresh to order. We'll see you there.
Order online at www.ravenwings.com.
Morristown East, first possession of the fourth quarter, leading the Admirals 54-37. Eilick, the big man, penetrated, and a player hit the deck, and we're going to have a charge. I think Beaver took the charge, and the foul was on Braden Eilick. So that's turnover number 12 of the night for Morristown East. And Farragut gets the ball for its first possession of the fourth quarter, trailing 54-37. Morristown East led 22-11 at the end of the first quarter. They were up 39-22 at halftime, leading 54-37 as Carbaugh can't connect from a left corner on a three. Morristown East back the other way. Driving the lane, shot up by Cooper Wright, no good, but he's fouled by Beaver, and will have a couple of free throws coming. Morristown East has not missed a free throw tonight. They are 8 of 8 from the foul line, and Cooper Wright will be attempting his first free throw, and it is good as he gets the roll. So 3 points for Wright, all since halftime. One of 6 Hurricanes to score, and they continue to be perfect at the line. Wright hits a pair, and it's 56-37. Morristown East by 19 with 7:15 to play. Carbaugh, right side to Mayfield. Mayfield, skip pass over into the left corner to Neal. Carter gets it back on the wing left side, picks up his dribble, and threw it nearly away, but saved right in front of us by Isaiah Smith. Smith, guarded by Simpson, drives into the paint, pulls up with a jumper, no good over Eilick. Isaiah thought he got hit on the arm, didn't get the call. The ball is deflected out of bounds into the Farragut bench across the way, and was last touched by the Admirals. So Carter Mayfield, Ryan Neal, Dallas Carbaugh, David Beaver, and Isaiah Smith on the floor here early in the fourth quarter. Simpson, Eilick, Hall, Wright, and Frost on the floor for Morristown East. Frost nearly lost his dribble, grabbed it back, shovels it off to Simpson. Simpson, guarded by Mayfield, threw it to no one in particular, out of bounds here on the near side. That'll be turnover number 13 for Morristown East. And the Admirals need to be pretty well perfect the rest of the game. They got to capitalize on every extra possession they get. Carbaugh, right side to Mayfield. Mayfield, left side, Isaiah Smith. Head fakes a three, moves to the elbow, shovels it back to Ryan. Ryan Neal moves to the free throw line for a jumper, no good. And then the Admirals with a ticky-tack foul on Eilick after he had claimed the defensive rebound. That'll be Neal's fourth foul. And I think I understood public address to say team fifth. Morristown East has not trailed tonight. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Farragut made it 7-5, but then A 12-0 run from that point for Morristown East, and they have not looked back. Driving for Morristown East from the left wing into the lane goes Cooper Wright, and he's fouled en route, and they'll have Neal fouling out of the ball game. Ryan just fouled out with 5:52 to play. He will leave with 8 points. He's Farragut's leading scorer. So Neal leaves, and let's see, who did Farragut get into the ball game? Here is a near steal for the Admirals on the inbound. Simpson grabs it back, throws it down low, and now it is taken away by Atwell. Into front court on the left wing, Isaiah Smith. Quick shot for Isaiah, good. Isaiah with his second three of the ball game. He's got 10, and the Admirals trail 56-40. Simpson driving on Mayfield, left side, and a blocking foul. Beaver was trying to take the charge, but wasn't squarely in front of the penetrating Micah Simpson. I think it's his third. And they'll say Simpson was in the act, and so a couple of free throws coming from Micah Simpson, who's 4-4 from the line tonight. 25 points, make it 26. Beaver will get a breather. Brabson returns to the game, joining Carbaugh, Atwell, Mayfield. Second toss good as well. So 6 of 6 at the free throw line is Simpson. He now has 27 points, and it's 58-40. Three-pointer, Isaiah Smith, left side, good. Smith starting to heat it up. 13 points on the night. That's his third three-pointer and second in a row. Simpson picks up his dribble. Mayfield on him. Cloninger takes a pass. Deflected, saved by Eilert. Given out top for a three-pointer by Cooper Wright. Good. Wright knocks down the three, and Coach Collins of Morristown East asks for a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout with 5:04 to play, and Morristown East leading Farragut 61-43. Let's get a 30-second break. We'll return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on FM 105.3 WFIV.
Do you remember your family's favorite local pizzeria when you were growing up? The birthday parties, sports celebrations, hot, melty, cheesy topped pizzas, the hot, savory garlic knots, the enormous meatballs. The Pizza Kitchen, 10420 Kingston Pike, bordering West Knoxville. And Farragut is that place where your memories of tomorrow are made. On the way at thepizzaKitchenKnoxville.com or by phone 865-577-1199.
Back in Morristown, we've got timeout on the floor with the homestanding Hurricanes leading the visiting Farragut Admirals 61-43. No girls game tonight, only boys action. The girls are next in action Friday in the District 4 4A tournament. It'll be the semifinal round. Farragut getting a bye, both the girls and boys getting a bye. And the Lady Admirals will play Friday night at Heritage High School at 7:30, almost certainly against the Lady Mountaineers of Heritage, who will be on their home floor. They've got a matchup with Hardin Valley coming up tomorrow night at 7:30, but Heritage certainly a heavy favorite as the 3 seed over the 6th seeded Lady Hawks of Hardin Valley. Farragut boys will start district tournament play at 6 o'clock on Saturday as they will take on either William Blount or Maryville. Those two teams squaring off Thursday night at Heritage High School. Farragut missed a shot at its end coming out of the timeout, and so Morristown West with an 18-point lead now, and the basketball with 4:40 to play. Simpson into the left corner. Three-point attempt by Cooper Wright is over everything. Carter Mayfield grabs it. Mayfield into front court for Farragut. Drifts left. Picks up his dribble. Gives to Carbaugh. Skip pass goes into the left corner from Carbaugh to Brabson for a three. No good. Good box out by Morristown East. They have dominated the boards by and large tonight. Simpson penetrating. Lost a handle on it. Farragut the other way. Mayfield 2-on-2 break. Carter all the way to the basket. Can't get the shot to go. And a little bit of banging going on the shot by Mayfield. But it was deflected out of bounds and apparently last touched by Morristown East. Inbound feed, Atwell to Brabson. Brabson hands to Smith, shoots a three behind Brabson. Good. Same spot he hit the previous two. That's 3 in a row for Isaiah, who now has 16 points and 4 3-pointers on the game, 3 of them here in the fourth. 61-46. Morristown East by 15 midway through the fourth quarter. With the ball, Cooper Wright out high, and Isaiah Smith is going to be called for a grab. Morristown East is in the bonus, and so Cooper Wright, who is 2 of 2 from the line, will shoot 1 and 1. 7 points tonight for the senior Cooper Wright, all of his scoring in the second half. And the toss is good. The Hurricanes still have not missed from the line. (13 of 13). 14 of 14. 9 points for Wright, and the lead out to 17, 63-46 for Morristown East. Dylan Atwell into front court, hands to Isaiah Smith. He'll shoot the three over Cloninger. Bang! Another one, as Cloninger just stood there and watched Isaiah take it. Says thank you very much, 63-49. Still a lot of ground to make up, though, with 3:30 to play. Simpson off to Eilick, right side. He'll drive baseline against Brabson. Now circles back out on the wing, gives the ball up to Simpson near midcourt. Guarded there by Carter Mayfield. Bumped. Simpson driving. Left side pass was deflected. Grabbed back. Now he's triple teamed. Ball knocked away and was on Farragut. Hit Isaiah Smith, who was standing out of bounds. Admirals reaching and poking and knocking the ball free from Micah Simpson, but knocking it into Isaiah Smith, who was squarely standing on the near sideline. So inbounding will be Cooper Wright for Morristown East. Smith defending the inbound. In it comes to Cloninger. Cross-court pass to Simpson, right side. Three-pointer, in and out. And the rebound is tipped out and controlled by Eilick of Morristown East. Leaves it off inside to the cutter, and he can't. Well, he did grab it back. I thought he lost it, but he did not crash to the floor and called a timeout. 2:57 to play, and Morristown East using a timeout to avoid a possible tie-up or a walking call. And so a 30-second timeout being used by the Hurricanes as they lead 63-49. 3 minutes and change, I believe, left here in Morristown. Again, the girls, they're opening postseason play Friday night, Heritage High School. 7:30 is the tip-off time. The first game will be Bearden on Friday night, the first girls semifinal, 6 o'clock start. Bearden against the winner of William Blount and Maryville. Those teams playing tomorrow night. So the winner advances to play Bearden on Friday. The loser sees their season come to an end. And then Farragut on Friday night, girls semifinal action, a 7:30 tip-off against the winner of Heritage and Hardin Valley. Those teams also squaring off tomorrow night in Heritage, with the winner advancing and the loser seeing their season come to an end. Inbound feed thrown away. Eilick couldn't handle it, and Farragut with the takeaway as Isaiah Smith in front court, off to Atwell. Atwell to Smith, right corner, quick three for Isaiah, no good, and Brabson can't hang on to the loose ball underneath. So 63-49. 14-point lead for the Hurricanes with 2:44 to play, and the Admirals jump into a full-court press. And it comes to Eilick, gives it back to Simpson. Smith grabbed him, no foul call. Simpson into front court, moves to the free throw line, gives in the corner to Eilick, gives it back to Simpson, sizes up a long three and hits it. 30 points tonight for Micah Simpson. That's his 6th three. And it's 66-49, 2:20 to play. Atwell with a screen by Carball, moves to the top of the key. Simpson on him defensively, tried to give it off to Smith. It was knocked away. Atwell grabbed it back, and then East reached and fouled Dillon. The foul is on Cooper Wright, his 3rd, team 4th. Farragut with the ball in front of its own bench. Atwell takes an inbound from Brabson, moves to the free throw line. 15-footer by Dillon is good. Dillon's got 8. Farragut trails by 15. 2 minutes to play. Cloninger ahead to Eilick in front court. Good ball handler for a big man. Right side pass to Cloninger, moves into the lane. Kick out to Wright, into the corner to Simpson. Three-pointer, no good. Tracked down far side by Brabson. Brabson will bring it in front court, his team down 15. Atwell, three-pointer, left side, no good. Morristown East, the rebound, Caleb Hall grabbed it. And a foul on Farragut. Clock stops, 1:43 to play as we walk to the other end in order for Morristown East to shoot 1 and 1. 66-51, the Hurricanes leading by 15, led by 11 after 1. They led by 17 at halftime, led by 17 entering the fourth, and leading by 15 now. And they finally missed a free throw. Caleb Hall, front end of a 1-and-1, is missed. Farragut in front court. Isaiah Smith, quick three, in and out from the right wing. Simpson the rebound. And then Farragut fouls Simpson after the defensive board. Smith reaching and fouling, picks up his fourth. At the other end, Micah Simpson, who is 6 of 6 from the line tonight. 30 points for the Morristown East senior. Toss good. 31 and counting. As Simpson with his 8th free throw attempt of the night and his 8th make. 32 points for Simpson, and Morristown East leads 68-51. A minute 30 to play. Atwell all the way to the basket. Reverse layup good with the right hand. So the lane comes wide open. Dillon scores, and immediately thereafter, Coach Higgins asks for a timeout. Atwell's got 10. This will be a full timeout with 1:29 to play, and the Admirals trailing by 15 here in Morristown, 68-53. Let's get 30 seconds. We'll return with more as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops on 105.3 WFIV.
Twitter, and Instagram to keep up with special offers, discounts, and events. And visit shopfarragut.com for your chance to win hundreds of dollars in gift cards. Your Shop Farragut Time Saver.
Time winding down in this regular season, and the Admirals on the wrong side of a 15-point differential as Morristown East leads with 1:29 to play, 68-53. Admirals will play again Saturday night in the boys' semifinal of the District 4-4A tournament at Heritage at 6 o'clock against either William Blount or Maryville. The girls, they will play Friday night at Heritage, taking on either Heritage or Hardin Valley at 7:30. Girls will play their consolation and championship games on Monday night. The boys with their championship and consolation games on Tuesday night, a week from tonight. Again, all of the district tournament action taking place at Heritage High School. Farragut extending defensively as the Hurricanes with the ball coming out of the timeout. Eilick, big man, penetrates, then dribbles back out, being pursued by 3 Admirals, gives it up to Simpson. Farragut not fouling, just trying to force the turnover. Morristown East doing a good job moving the ball. Foul is now committed as Farragut tried to poke the dribble away from behind. I think Dylan Atwell maybe was given the foul. Whatever the case, Braden Eilick, who is 2 of 2 from the foul line tonight, 16 points for the Morristown East post player, and he misses, I guess this is, they're in the double bonus at this point, and so misses the first. Hits the second. 17 points for Eilick, 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. 69-53, 50 seconds to play. Atwell in front court, looks for Brabson cutting through the lane. He can't handle the pass, and Farragut with a turnover. Simpson in front court for Morristown East, driving to the right baseline, wraparound pass in the paint, knocked away, and Farragut's Mayfield will track it down. Farragut into front court with 30 seconds to play. Mayfield all the way to the basket, shot blocked from behind, but the loose ball picked up by Brabson, who lays it up and in. Eilick with the block, but Brabson with the bucket. Now the Admirals force a turnover. It's Mayfield unable to hit a 3, and well, ball carried all the way out to midcourt, and the officials said it was out of bounds. Touch last by Morristown East. Not so sure that was out of bounds, but Farragut will take it. 15 seconds to play, trailing by 14. Atwell drives left side, pulls up, baseline jumper is good by Dillon. He's got 12, and the difference is 12, but 6 seconds to play. Eilick takes an inbound feed, And the final seconds tick away as Morristown East, with the victory tonight, 69-57 over Farragut, improves to 25-4 on the season. The Admirals drop to 21-7, and both of these teams now headed for their respective district tournaments. Morristown East, a member of District 2 4A, Farragut District 4 4A. Again, the Admirals will play 6 o'clock Saturday night against the winner of William Blount or Maryville. The Farragut girls in action 7:30 on Friday night against the winner of Heritage or Hardin Valley. 69-57, the final score, as Morristown East jumped out to a 7-0 lead, led 19-5. Farragut cut it to 22-11 at the quarter break, but it was Morristown East with a 17-15 second quarter edge. They led 17-11, I should say, second quarter edge. They led 39-22 at halftime. They were up 54-37 after 3 as both teams scored 15. In the final quarter, the Admirals outscore Morristown East 20-15, and it's 69-57 the final score. I had Morristown East with 18 turnovers on the night and the Admirals with 10. Micah Simpson for Morristown East, big-time difference maker tonight for the Hurricanes. He was 8 of 8 from the line, had 6 3-pointers, and finished with 32 points. Kyle Cloninger had 7 points, included in his total of 3. Cooper Wright was 4 of 4 from the line, 1 3-pointer. He had 9 points. Tyson Frost with 2. Caleb Hall, 2 of 3 from the line, 2 points tonight. Braden Eilick, 3 of 4 from the line, 17 points tonight for Eilick, the post player for Morristown East. So the Hurricanes hit 8 3-pointers against 6 of those, Micah Simpson, and only missed, a couple of free throws, I believe, 7, 11, 19 tosses, and I believe 17 makes, 12, 14, yes, 17 of 19 tonight from the foul line. For Farragut, Elisha Brapson finished with 6 points. Dominic Van Acker had 5, included in his total, a 3. Dylan Atwell with a pair of 3s. He finished with 12 points. Ryan Neal, who fouled out with 5:52 to play, finished with 8 points. He was 4 of 4 from the line. Isaiah Smith knocked down 4 3-pointers, and double check that. 5 3-pointers, and finished with 19 points. Dallas, he was 0 of 1 from the line with Smith. Carball, 4 points tonight. David Beaver, 3 on a first quarter 3-pointer. So the Admirals had 9 3-balls. Again, Isaiah Smith accounting for 5 of those, and Farragut was 4 of 5 from the foul line. Pleased to be joined now by head coach John Higgins. And Coach, just good start by Morristown East tonight, and it seemed like dominated the boards for sure, and a lot of second and third shot opportunities in the first half for Morristown East as they built that comfortable lead. Felt like you guys got some things done in the third quarter on the offensive glass, but just a pretty big hole to be playing from behind much of the night.
Yeah, it was tough for us. Illick is a tough matchup for us. His size is hard for us. I felt like he grabbed every single rebound in the first half and then beat us down the floor and then sealed us in the block underneath the rim for layups all night. So I told the guys at halftime we didn't play Farragut Admiral basketball in the first half. I thought in the third quarter, I told them at the end of the third quarter that I saw flashes of the team that I've come to love over this season, but they were just flashes. Morristown East made it hard for us all night defensively. We weren't very good. We weren't very good at guarding the basketball. We weren't very good with our help side for the most part. We weren't very good in transition. That's how they hit a bunch of threes in the first half. This was just a tough basketball game from a defensive standpoint all night long.
But certainly a quality opponent in Morristown East, a good tune-up, and maybe one of those opportunities to kind of make sure you've got your team's full attention against an opponent like this heading to the postseason. And as you say, you actually outscored them in the second half by 5, played them even in the third, outscored them by 5 in the fourth, but big deficit, of course, already staring at there at halftime. But as you look ahead, Coach, you got a few days here before the district tournament commences, at least for your team. It'll get underway tomorrow night with girls, and then Thursday night the boys start play. But Farragut on Saturday night gets the winner of William Blount and Maryville. What are you going to be emphasizing between now and then?
Well, obviously we have a lot of things we need to fix. A game like tonight is very good for us because they are a real quality opponent. They've been ranked in the top 10 of the state almost all season long. For the longest time, they had 0 or 1 loss. So they're real quality. They're a real quality basketball team, well coached, really good basketball players. I thought they played at a speed that we weren't prepared for, and that's good for us. That's something that we can really focus on and really understand and try and hammer into the kids that as we get tournament time, because that's what we're in. We're in that third part of the season right now, that postseason play. We've got to be at our best defensively. We've got to be at our best effort-wise. We've got to be at our best offensively. And this game exposed some of those flaws that we have when we don't play hard, when we don't sprint back in transition, when we don't get into the flow offensively, when we take quick shots, when we take bad shots, when we go one-on-one. This is a great teaching game for us to say, hey, guys, this isn't how you get it done. This isn't how we've played all season. This is what happens when you do. So we're going to hammer that in there as we look forward to Saturday between Maryville and William Blount. We're talking about 2 well-coached teams that are going to come out of us and give us all that they have. And for us to be able to learn from this game and go out there and fix some of the things that we did wrong today, I think will greatly benefit us come Saturday if we can go out there and really focus on things we did wrong today.
Both Maryville and William Blount played Farragut, tighter games the second go-round. And coming off last Tuesday, Farragut with a win at home over William Blount, 58-51. Most recently, February 1, a victory at Maryville, 70-60. But as you say, Coach, a couple of well-coached teams in William Blount and Maryville. And one of those will be the opponent come Saturday as the Admirals open play in the district tournament. 6 o'clock, the tip-off time at Heritage High School. Again, the Lady Admirals get things started Friday night, 7:30. They'll be taking on the winner of Heritage and Hardin Valley. Those girls teams get things started tomorrow night at Heritage, but one certainly would expect that Heritage is the prohibitive favorite there to advance to take on the Lady Admirals. 7:30 Friday, and the boys await the winner of William Blount Maryville on Saturday at 6 o'clock. Coach, appreciate it, and congratulations on a fine regular season. I know this is not the way you wanted to wrap it up, but like you said, these are the kind of teams you're going to see as you get deeper into the postseason, and this is a team based upon the regular season we just concluded. This is a team that can go deep into the postseason. Good learning tool.
Tonight. We're not down by any stretch of the imagination. We understood what tonight was. A great tune-up for us. It's difficult. We were out of school yesterday, so it's difficult for us, but that's okay. It's no excuse. We're a good basketball team. We are very excited about what the postseason holds for us. We just have to make sure that we go out there and play Farragut basketball, which we've done 28 games, 26 games of 26 of those games. We've done a really good job. We just need to keep going out there and doing that, and I look forward to seeing what the future holds for us. So.
Look forward to seeing you Saturday night as you get that postseason started, Coach. And again, appreciate you coming over and chatting with us. That's going to wrap things up from Morristown as the Hurricanes defeat the Admirals tonight, 69-57, as both teams conclude their regular seasons. For Dusty Street, back at our WFIV studios, Coach John Higgins here. I'm Eric Gerhardt saying thanks so much for listening, and we wish you a good night.
This has been a presentation of Horn Radio Sports.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut.